Well done, guys. You're already halfway through. So now I want to talk to you about the social styles. So the social styles model, it is very much the buzz of the business community at the moment. And the way this test works, it's a little easier than the others. It bases on two things: emoting versus controlling, and responsiveness versus assertiveness. So let's take a look. The first style I want to talk about is the amiable style. This style, people see them as warm and friendly. They like to show their emotions, ask questions, get involved rather than giving orders. They like to have someone there to lead them and guide them to where they're going. The thing that makes amiable people so useful and such a cog to make teams work is they focus on relationships. They focus on feelings, they focus on personal security, they focus on making sure the team works and that everyone feels included and is ready to go, and really they're the glue that brings everything together. So they're a very, very vital part of any team. The analytical style. Now, the analytical style is very much step by step by step by step. Others see them as very detail oriented because, hey, that's what they are. They're really focused on accuracy, so getting things right. They're happy for it to take a little bit longer to make sure that they're getting the right result. They tend to control their emotions, ask questions rather than give orders. So a lot of the times people can see them a little bit standoffish and a little bit in the corner. I'm going to have a story about that in a second. The driving style. So these are the people that you see, like the Jack Welches, the Steve Jobs of the world. They speak assertively, they control their emotion, they focus on the big picture, what's going on, how we're going to do it, where we're going to go. They like to take control of a situation, so when they walk into the room, they're the ones leading. Others see them as highly efficient, but not really concerned about the relationships or feelings of other people. So if you've got a strong driver in the group, it really is important that you have someone from like an amiable style, or the style I'm going to talk about in a second, to make sure that the people are on board. And for you drivers out there, remember that it's one thing creating a vision, but you've got to bring people along with you. The final style here is the expressive style. Others see them as creative and big picture and visionary, but incredibly unfocused. They tend to show their emotions a lot more, wear their emotions on the sleeve. They will speak assertively like the driver though. They really enjoy sharing ideas, perspectives with others, so it can often get lost onto tangents and not be really clear about what's going on. So I want to tell you a story about my time out in consulting and where some of these styles have clashed. Now, I was working in a team where we had three of us. We had a driver who was my senior manager, myself who was expressive, and we had a consultant who was more of an analytical style. So myself and the driver, we looked at the project we had, and in the morning we've gone, okay, this is where we're doing, this is where we're going. Big picture, focusing on where it's going to be and where we're going to go. For some reason, we couldn't bring the analytical guy on board, and we couldn't understand what he was talking about. And he'd be going, oh, no, this is what we need to do, this is where we need to go. It wasn't until the end of the day where we moved back to back to back to back, so from the big picture, moving back and starting to understand, okay, how do we achieve that big picture? And with the analytical guy, he was looking at, okay, facts, building it up, accuracy, 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 making sure we have these foundations. And at the end of the day, we met in the middle and realized the entire day we're actually talking about the same thing, we're just approaching it from different ends. So that will be an interesting thing to see with your groups, whether you've got people from analytical and a driving style who are just seeing things from a different side or a different angle.